What's up, watchers of the Marvel Multiverse? Welcome back to the Marvelous Wave, and let's get into it. Today we'll be announcing the winner of the Far From Home hot toy figure giveaway. If you entered, if I replied to your comment, that means you won the giveaway, at which point I'll send you your hot toy figure. For this next round of the giveaway though, we'll be giving away Fandango gift cards, a few of them actually, so that you, your family, and friends can go see Spider-Man Far From Home during the holiday season. We'll also be giving out a few a week, so the rules for that are as follows. First, tell me what your favorite moment in Spider-Man No Way Home was, if you've seen the film already. Also, turn on notifications and subscribe to the channel, as well as like the video. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it. Spoilers will follow in this video for Spider-Man No Way Home. If you have not seen No Way Home yet, I implore you to go watch it before watching this video. Yesterday, Tom Holland had some interesting comments about the future of the Peter Parker and Spider-Man character overall, especially concerning his ending in Spider-Man No Way Home, where it seems as if the Tom Holland version of the character sort of has a soft reboot, with everyone in his home universe forgetting that Peter Parker is Spider-Man and forgetting Peter Parker entirely. They remember that Spider-Man is out there, but they do not know his true identity as Peter. And therefore, following the death of Aunt May, he lives alone as a poor student, trying to get his GED and limelighting as a superhero, the Spider-Man character that we know and love from the comics with the original Spider-Man story. The poor kid that has no one to turn to, and yet is a valiant superhero, with, in my opinion, this being the perfect climactic end to the Homecoming trilogy, and really setting up the Spider-Man character for a beautiful future to come. In an interview, Tom Holland recently spoke about this massive change and variation of the Spider-Man character to what he's used to, and talks about how No Way Home is very much the bookend for the Tom Holland Spider-Man, at least for the time being, and that Tom Holland himself may actually be done with the Spider-Man character. However, we over here at the channel don't believe this for a second, and we'll explain why. Even if Tom Holland says he's done with the role of Spider-Man, there are a few factors that contribute to his eventual, and in our opinions, definitive return to the character. MCU Direct said this. Speaking with People magazine, Tom Holland revealed that he may be ready to move on from his role as Spider-Man after the release of No Way Home. While he hasn't held back how much he's enjoyed playing the role for more than 5 years, and while he doesn't necessarily want to leave the role behind, he questioned if he and the team were ready to move on from this version of Peter Parker. "I've loved every minute of it. I've been so grateful to Marvel and Sony for giving us the opportunity and keeping us on and allowing our characters to progress. It's been amazing, and that's why for me, I don't want to say goodbye to Spider-Man, but I feel like we might be ready to say goodbye to him. It might be time to say goodbye to Spider-Man." Holland hinted that after playing the MCU role for 6 movies, he feels that now would be a good time to move on so that he doesn't hold anyone else back from having the opportunity to take on the role themselves. "I don't want to be responsible for holding back the next young person that comes in who deserves it just as much as I do. I would love to see a future of Spider-Man that's more diverse. Maybe you have a Spider-Gwen or a Spider-Woman. We've had 3 Spider-Mans in a row. We've all been the same. It'd be nice to see something a little different." These comments obviously indicate that Tom Holland may be done with the role for the time being. However, he is actually contractually obligated to appear in another Marvel Studios film, or at least the contract that Marvel has with Sony, as was recently revealed by a Sony producer who revealed that since they were allowed to use Doctor Strange in their film, that Marvel now has the opportunity to use Spider-Man in one of their films. As they put it, when you lend one, you get one. At this point in time, I think it's highly unlikely that Tom Holland will be stepping away from the role of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Even though the movie very much seems like a bookend to this trilogy and the character overall, it also serves just as much as a reboot for the character. And for anyone that's actually seen the film, it's clear that this is Sony and Marvel's intention with the character moving forward. It's not their intention to end him overall, but to definitely give him a break, as he's more now the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and is now more than ever disconnected from a lot of the events going on in the wider Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's stripped from a lot of his attachments from his friends to Tony Stark, and now we're going to get to see a version of Spider-Man that's not going to fight big galactic aliens anytime soon, or big universe-altering threats. He's going to be helping the little guy, just as the original Spider-Man character did. In the comics and the storyline that we see in the MCU, it kind of works in reverse. Within the comics, Spider-Man is sort of a street-level superhero, and then he works his way up to the bigger, badder threats. Where in the MCU, he's thrown straight into the Civil War conflict, and now he's sort of working backwards into a street-level superhero, which I think is an interesting way to take the character. I think No Way Home sort of serves just as much as an origin story for Spider-Man as it does the ending, which is why I think the film overall is pretty brilliant. All this to say say though, we should expect Tom Holland and the Spider-Man character to take a pretty big break after No Way Home, as again this is the end of the trilogy, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Spider-Man on the big screen for several years. With that said, he can definitely return and will definitely return. That is what the ending of No Way Home implies, and it's pretty clear that Tom Holland doesn't quite want to give up the role. There can obviously be multiple Spider-Men across the universe, as No Way Home proved, and we can have different versions and iterations of the character, all around and all functioning at the exact same time. That's something that's definitely possible, and something that Marvel should be able to pull off. So we can have that diversity with the Spider-Man characters that many fans are clamoring for, and still have Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Although again, I do think a break in the character is necessary, especially after the events of No Way Home. But anyway, my friends, what are your thoughts on Tom Holland's announcement and comments about not returning to the Spider-Man character potentially? Again guys, if I reply to your comment, that means that you are the winner of the Spider-Man Far From Home hot toy figure giveaway. And over the next little while, we'll be giving away multiple Fandango tickets so you, your friends, and family can go see No Way Home over the holiday season. So be sure to enter our new giveaway. Also, if you want to see more figure giveaways, let me know which you would like to win in the comments down below. As always, my friends, thank you guys so much for going on this journey with me. Stay tuned later today for a revised version of my full breakdown and analysis for No Way Home. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next video.